But let's cover money as well.
Yeah, we got to.
So the money part is important.
Very.
Guys, making content is cool and all, but this is the business, right?
Where you going to get this money Mondays, man? How we going to get the money up out of here?
Exactly. So as a businessman, you
Yeah.
got to understand how to make money.
Right.
So obviously speaking, it's a fun job, so to speak, job. But at the same time, it's like, all right, I can make content, get some views, but that don't mean it's going to pay the bills.
Right.
Because, nowadays views are cool, but the metric has changed.
Yeah.
To subs, monetary gain up front, how much you value as a creator. Because you can get a lot of views,
right?
But can you sell?
Yeah, see, that's the problem with a lot of people. They just want to be cool because they haven't been cool their whole life. So they be happy and high off the clout and off the views. But once again, I came in the game. I want the money. I came straight for the money.
Yeah.
So what you have to do is build a brand and understand that is the most important thing. And that's what I did. And actually, I wrote a book, How to Monetize Your Lifestyle, you know what I'm saying? How to, be a successful YouTuber and entrepreneur. Make sure you go to Amazon. Mr. Organic Seeds of Greatness.
His book?
Yeah, and it's audio book too. I got 3 books I put out, but that's the first book I put out because everybody kept asking me, how did I make so much money so fast? Because I did these things. And what did I do? I came in already with a clothing line. So I had a product for service right away. So if I had 500 subs, even if 10 of them people bought, a t-shirt, a hoodie, a sweater, that's paying for my car insurance or something.
Here we go.
You know what I'm saying? That's the master of manifestation. That's book 3. You know what I mean? I got it's a lot of series on there, man.
A lot of books in there, man.
And I got a coloring book for the kiddos, man. You know what I mean? But yeah, so have a product and service at the same time. Whatever it is, come with something because those views translates to sales, and that's very important. So what I did, I had the clothing line, and also I understood the power of shout outs and things like that and live streaming.
Yeah.
As you guys know, use the biggest super chatters in the world.
Yeah.
That super chat is very important. That connection to your audience is super important.
100%.
So that's the most important thing is how to monetize your lifestyle. Fuck them views. Don't try to go viral doing some dumb shit. You ain't got nothing to sell.
So here's some game just to add to your point. So there's views, which leads to AdSense. Then there's also as well super chats, which are from supporters donating to your show.
Right.
Then there's, of course, deals.
Oh, yeah.
So
that's the best.
And then there's subs too as well.
Yeah.
But so here's I would put it as a tier list, right? S tier is a deal.
Yeah.
A tier is subs.
Right.
B tier is super chats. And then C would be AdSense. Because AdSense goes up and down.
Yeah.
You have a good month, a bad month. It's never really fully stable.
Yeah, that's dangerous.
It can be, but you got to be there every single day.
And that's too dangerous to depend on.
You know
what I'm saying? You will lose your fucking whole life trying to depend on AdSense.
Yes.
But on top of that, we can't forget the brand, having a product, service, or clothing. Or
okay,
something.
so where would you put product and service?
I say that's right under deal.
Cool, right under deal.
Yeah.
All right. So, for example, let's say we're going to go with deals first, right?
Yep.
That's where the money is for the most
sure.
part. Let's start from the bottom first because that's too much sauce right there.
Right, that's too much. We got to walk above the mouth.
Yeah. So let's start with the actual AdSense.
Okay.
You're on YouTube grinding or Rumble or a certain platform and you're doing well.
Yep.
What's most ever made on YouTube in a month, you would say?
I say in a month straight YouTube AdSense is 25,000.
Okay.
Yeah.
Adding super chats.
Adding super chats. No, that was in totality.
Okay, everything?
Because I never made that much on. I never was like super crazy with numbers on YouTube.
It was the merch.
It was the merch that made me. So my highest month in merch, I made like 55,000.
So let's say everything together, merch, AdSense, 70K.
Yeah.
Cool. So imagine this, right? Imagine your entire income is based off of only AdSense.
Right.
And you're making, let's say, generous here, 20K a month.
Yep.
Cool. You do well, 3 months straight. You make 60K, you're good to go.
Yep.
And all of a sudden, the algo changes. Or they say maybe the content is not the same anymore. And then they argue, oh, well, we're going to change the algorithm to this or that.
For sure.
Now you're making 7K a month.
Yeah. And amongst those 3 months, you wouldn't have got a new crib, got a new car.
So now, lifestyle inflation. So you're thinking, all right, I'm killing it now. My job is fucking more than a year.
For sure.
And I made it in 3 months. So now I'm chilling. I'm gonna get the condo.
Yep.
I'm gonna get the car.
Got to.
But with AdSense, it's kind of like, ooh wee.
Yeah.
So before you know it, you're like, shit, I made 7K. I got all these bills.
Yeah.
So tell them about lifestyle inflation.
Yeah.
And then how you should monitor your AdSense because it's very important.
Yeah, it's very important. But at the same time, you want to live your life and you got to feed the business. So if your business is the content, you must divulge enough money into it to make it grow.
Yeah.
And that at the same time can be shaky too, because the more you put into your content, into your business, if the AdSense shift on you and you still got to maintain that life, if you got a bigger house or a better car, so people pay more attention to you.
Yes.
So your views go up, but once the views drop, you still got those bills every month. So you got to be on point with that. You know what I mean? But you can't be afraid to take the risk though, because the risk what got you there. So if you start getting scared and stagnant because your algorithm go down, now that could kill you too. So it's a gift and a curse. It goes both ways, because at the same time, you keep taking those risks and then stop working and you keep going, that money keep going down, it could kill you. I've been there.
So we got a lot of creators that are still in their same crib.
Yeah.
No improvements.
Okay.
And they wonder why they're where they're at.
That's what I'm saying.
And then they get mad because like, wait, why should you do better than me?
Right.
We put money back into the business.
Yeah.
Every single month.
Facts.
What have you been doing? Hoarding it? Oh, this is my money. Bro, you got to spend to win.
You got to spend to win and
the
pay
right
attention to it. You can't be like extra, like damn Scrooge McDuck with the money.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, that money's gonna go down. You still gotta pay bills, right? And then of course, inflation hits. That same dollar ain't gonna be worth the same next year, and you did nothing with it. And unless you a super stock market guy, you know all this business shit on the outside, then damn it, you could do something with the money.
Yeah.
But just sitting on that money and think you're gonna grow your business, you're not gonna do it. So you gotta take calculated risks. In the beginning, you take all the risks. Bucket all, balls to the wall,
Go.
sink or swim. But once you start making that 20 a month, now be smart with your risks, right? You still got to take them, but make sure you take calculated risks and don't be stagnant, because you must go. You can't stay the same in this game.
Nah.
To be a creator, you must evolve. You must, you know what I'm saying, change it up.
Okay, so let's add in now. We cover AdSense.
Yeah.
Let's cover Super Chats.
Super chats.
So that's another amazing feat.
Yeah.
I think for most people, it's possible you can get Super Chats for your audience if you live stream.
Yeah.
Here's the thing about Super Chats, though, as you're probably going to say, too.
Uh-huh.
It goes up and down as well.
For sure.
So you can have a good week where you're killing it, you cooking the entire time. They're like, oh, I love you, bro.
Yeah.
You make maybe what? What's the most you ever made in a week in Super Chats?
Man, a week in Super Chats, probably like 10,000.
10,000.
Yeah, 10,000 a week.
Sheesh.
Yeah, like it was crazy. I was making like 2,000 a day.
That's a
I don't know
freaking
what-
Don
but I was
DeMarco.
like crazy. I was having girls in there.
Don
They was
DeMarco.
running around with my guns in the video. I was going stupid.
Bro, you know what's funny? The most Super Chats I ever made was with Miranda.
Yeah.
I did a stream with her, bro. Dude, I don't know what it is, but niggas, yo, bro, I kid you not. Shout out to Miranda, by the way.
Yeah, he loved Miranda.
Yo, bro, I was like, wait a minute. I just put a girl in the video.
Yeah.
Niggas was like, oh, I'm like, God damn,
Especially
nigga.
interacting with them, like they could talk and you make her do shit. Cause that's what I was doing. Like, man,
Yeah.
hey, I get 500. I make her take these motherfucking shorts off. Like, you know what I'm saying? I was doing shit like that. Like, you know what I mean? And they loved it.
So then I was like, all right, I'm going to put a girl in most of these videos.
Yeah.
And, bro, the views went up, the money went up.
Yeah.
So I did that little sprinkle in there.
It
Do
helps.
shit up, bro.
Yeah, so super chats go crazy, bro. But at the
Yeah.
same time, you depend on others to, you know, donate their hard-earned money, which is
Yeah.
appreciated. But if you got the same people doing it, let's say super banked up, it's like how long can they really do it?
Yeah.
And
But also, if they believe in your vision and they believe in you as a creator, they'll support. And it's funny because let's say you changed their life.
Yeah.
Like you made them a bunch of money.
Yeah.
You made them get through a crazy divorce or crazy girlfriend, and they're free now. Like, oh, bro, I owe you, bro.
for sure.
Yeah.
And so for me, why my shit was doing so well, because I was giving them content nobody else was doing on YouTube. The King of Downtown.
Legendary.
I'm cussing. I'm showing the women. I'm like, no one was doing that, and I was getting demonetized.
Yeah.
So like I'm not cutting out none of the cuss words. So I'm like, dog, I'm giving these vlogs nobody else giving. When I go on live stream,
Support
don't
me.
be something to keep it going, because I got to keep the lights on, and my people did. So if you give them a service, they will. You know what I'm saying, accommodate. That's why real supporters are so important in this shit.
How'd you handle getting demonetized back then? Because,
Oh,
bro,
man.
you got demonetized before us.
Yeah, you remember that shit?
Shit, no.
Damn.
And you used to do super chats on a different program.
Damn right. Damn,
Yeah.
you got a good memory, champ. Woo, that shit hurt it, because that was my number one resource of money at the
Yeah.
time, was my super chats. And people was hating on me. I was getting trolled and flagged back then. So I got flagged for no reason. I had 2 strikes for like 8 months.
Damn.
So I couldn't go live on my main channel. So imagine that. This is my main source of income, is my super chats. I got 2 strikes.
One more, you're out.
One more I'm out. I don't know what fuck going on. I can't go live. My money gone. I had to make another channel just to go live on. And then on top of that, I'm still putting out vlogs to keep them going, like, you know, shaky vlogs.
Damn.
What if this get another strike? Nigga, it was hard. For like
Cocoon
8 months.
On your face, bro.
What? So it was devastating, bro. But I just kept believing and kept working hard, and, you know, I persevered. But it was no joke, bro. Little do people know.
Okay, I wager the audience here to tell me real quick. If that was you, would you actually survived that? Because most people would have been like, "Fuck, bro, it's over.
Yeah,
I quit."
It was tough. And then
Yeah.
I got the bigger condo now. I got the Corvette and the Hellcat at the same time. So the bills is monstrous. You know what I'm saying? And the merch is doing good. I don't really make that much from my channel once again because everything get yellow marked.
Yeah.
And then I had to make a whole little baby channel just for the live stream that was feeding everything. So it was hard, bro. But, you know, and I ain't gonna lie, though, I had me some good bitches that supported me, too. You know what I'm saying? You sling that dick to the right bitch, she will give you some of that money. You hear me? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not gonna hold you, bro. I had a buddy of mine back in Barbados, and his whole life was built off of women, bro.
Oh, for sure.
Bro, he'd go on the beach, find a white girl from Germany or Canada. So, yo, I love you, man. And then before you know it, she said to him a Range Rover, painted. I'm like, bro, this nigga. But you're right. So,
I was love bumming and gaslighting before that shit was popular, brother. I'm gonna tell the bitch the world, man. Support the campaign. I'm all in.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that saved me too. You know what I mean? Gotta keep a whore like women. And it ain't pimping. And these bitches that I fuck with, they fuck with me. They want to help me win. You know what I'm saying?
Naturally.
They want to support
Genuinely.
the campaign. You know what I mean? Hey, why not?
Because nowadays, especially, I see creators work a job and do content.
Yeah.
Which is respectable because it's not always easy to start off and get a quick bang like that.
Mm-hmm.
So that's how you want to say part of the game as well.
Yeah.
You might have to work and do content at the same time to make it pop off.
But you can't really go to the heights you really want to. You can't fly holding on to the ground.
True.
So like I get that.
You gotta start something.
You're playing it safe. You're not gonna win. So if you're trying to just maintain and be cool, you can do that. But if you're really trying to be glorious and go to the top and get everything, you gotta go all in. You have to.
So how does somebody know when to go all in?
If they believe, like it ain't gonna be like a certain number. It's how you feel about what you're doing and your abilities. If you truly feel, fuck it and go. That's how you win. If you hesitating, don't do it because you ain't gonna win doing that. If you be like, I'm that guy. I believe I got the best content. I know I can work this every day. You go in, you gonna win. But if you hesitating, I'm gonna work this job too. How I was doing the basketball academy still, I was stagnant. When I let go, downtown, LA, Malibu.
It's the last shit.
What?
You got to go all in.
What? Every time. It was the biggest risk and scariest shit of my life, and I just win every time. You know what I'm saying? And that's I've done it so many times. So I'm telling you, that's how it works. You cannot fly holding on to the ground.